Hi, everyone. So just to jump right into Starport Managed Services, we started out as a Toronto organization, which is called a managed service company, which essentially is an outsourced IT. So, when users are having problems with their computer, printers, stuff like that, they would reach out to us. Um, Within Toronto, I, we've been in business for 16 years, but we started with, 4 people. Um, and now as the business grown over the 16 years, we're at 50 people, and we actually opened an office in Prince Edward Island 4 years ago, and we're at 16 people in Prince Edward Island. The intriguing part for me is I actually moved up to Toronto in 2005 and started working at some point in time with Starport and growing the business, but came back to PEI every summer, and I knew that the talent was here, and I knew that we could do it. So over the course of time, we found a way, and we opened up what we call our service desk here in Prince Edward Island, which started with 4 people. Aaron is one of the original 4, and he's gets large credit for building the office down here. But essentially, the service desk, they hit a home run. They knocked it right out of the park. It transformed our business. We were able to grow leaps and bounds. Customer satisfaction was way up. And the struggle that we have is staffing. So we opened our office up in Summerside, Prince Edward Island is, that's where I'm close to, and we had the government was able to assist us with space and things like that. But it was a tremendous, a very proud moment for myself to get the office down here, and it actually gave me an opportunity where, as of October 14th, I'm officially a PEI resident again. So I've moved back to PEI, and we're building an office in Summerside, and we're probably going to take possession of an office in Charlottetown as of November 1st. Now, from the technical standpoint, Aaron's going to lead into that, but I just wanted to say, we definitely, we love the people in PEI, the loyalty, the hard work, the customer satisfaction, everything like that is great. On the flip side of it, with the managed service company and the stuff that we do, if you're looking for, specifically in the IT sector, a starting point out of school, there's not a better place, because you're going to get to touch almost all the technologies. You're going to get to see how things work, and then you're going to get to see what interests you, and you can, build your career from there. And we can help you build your career from there. Their big thing is now, as everybody says, cybersecurity. And when we're interviewing people, especially people out of school, it's what are you interested in? Cybersecurity. And I always tell them, be careful what you wish for, because it can be really boring. You're just staring at stuff going across the screen. There's not really exciting. It's not like the show 24 where people are hacking into the Pentagon in 5 minutes, but there's much more to that. So there's cybersecurity, there's, networking, there's PC, printers, switches, firewalls, like all of that technology you're touching. So as I tell the guys, we do everything from high level server networking stuff all the way down to changing the batteries in a mouse. And that's the beauty of it. And that's why people are interested. And usually when they start a career in managed services, they stay in managed services, because if they go to an organization and it's just a single help desk or a single IT, then they're stuck in that parameter, and that's what they'll always be working with. And there's no chance to update their skills, or it's much harder to update their skills. Now, as far as industries that we support, everything. There's nothing we would turn away. We have quite a few nonprofits. We have, high level investment brokerages, mining, commercial real estate, manufacturing, everything along those natures. There's nothing that we would turn away, other than we're looking at stuff and we say, these people are running really old systems, really old softwares, and they have no interest in updating that or getting, current, then we may not be a good fit for that customer. But for the most part, we're willing to listen and look and advise and go that route. For the PEI location, it's what we do here and what we'll be doing in the Summerside and Charlottetown offices is it's remote support for the Toronto organizations. We aren't currently, we're not supporting companies in PEI, or very few. It is something that we'd be interested in to grow the business and things like that. But as we move down here, we already had a very large customer base. But with today's world, 85% of the issues are being resolved remotely. So the part that where the experience will be gained is the people skills. So you're not going to get that at school. You're not going to get that. That's from the workforce. A lot of people can fix a computer, but can they talk on the phone to somebody? Think of your mother or father, and you're trying to help them fix their computer. Well, that's, dealing with that situation and being able to be patient and walk people through it. That's the type of stuff that we do, and then we do stuff behind the scenes. All right, I will let Aaron get into the more technical stuff and the side of it. And I just want to say, Aaron's been with us since the Summerside office opened, and he is the guy. He's built it, he's made it successful, and we have a fantastic team here in Summerside, and we look forward to having a fantastic team in Charlottetown.
Thanks, Brad. And thanks for having us. Just gonna quickly jump back to the slide here to give you an idea of what it means to have IT managed services. So generally, managed services are to identify, assess, prioritize, but in an IT sense, it means a really whole picture of everything. Like Brad said, it starts with a battery and a mouse, but it's also the general support, the help desk. Nowadays, a lot of the storage and services are in the cloud. It's not so much on site anymore. We have to take care of managed backups. We take care of the hardware procurement, and that is also figuring out what actually needs to be replaced, what's due, what's damaged, what's not working properly. We do the change management. So as companies change, we have to figure out what do they need, what do they have to do. And if you think about COVID, there was a lot of change that had to happen. The cybersecurity is obviously a big part, business continuity, disaster recovery. So it's not just spilling coffee on your laptop, it's also having hurricanes breaking buildings and flooding the server room, and everything has to somehow continue as fast as possible. System security is a big part. Protect, detect, respond, recover, identify, constantly chasing after them. And nowadays, as you know, it's not about getting hacked if, it's getting hacked when. So there's just lots to do here. And jumping back to the service desk, so what we do in PEI, these are the major areas. It's the remote tech support, it's the cybersecurity monitoring, it's infrastructure monitoring, proactive maintenance, patching, firmware, these kind of things. IT projects that might be office moves, upgrades, migrations, kind of things. MSP compliance is obviously a big thing nowadays. People want to have their certificate for cyber, for insurance and whatnot. We deal a lot with a vendor. So if a piece of hardware isn't working right, we have to figure out what's going on. The business continuity, disaster recovery, I had touched upon that. We do audits and reports. Again, that has something to do with certifications. And we have a largely growing team. So why should we consider Starport? What we offer is a long-term career, not just a 9-to-5 job where you come and go, but there's tremendous opportunity in many different areas. As you've seen, we've had people move from a tech position into a senior position, supervising staff, working closely with clients, doing account management. So there's tremendous opportunity here. We have a very collaborative environment. It's not like you are in your cubicle and you're doing work. It's people stand more and talk more and walk more than they are at their desk doing their thing. So we really want everyone to come to the office and collaborate, because that's how we get the best service to our clients. Obviously, we do industry certifications, trade shows, so it's not just work. It's also get your resume up to date, get all the certifications that are out there, and really polish your skills. What staff tell me is that they really like playing with the cutting edge technology in a small city like Summerside or Charlottetown. I know Charlottetown is the biggest city on the island, but compared to the rest of Canada, it's still small. So we get to deal with all the major hardware, cutting edge licenses, all that stuff that doesn't even exist in PEI. So that's a great opportunity. And then the building relationships. So we don't have tens of thousands of customers, we have hundreds. So they want to talk to you, you recognize them. It's the same people who talk with each other all day, and that's really the building the relationships. We also offer benefits, so dental, vision, health. It's an extensive package. And the last thing is we really do care. We do care about our clients, but we also do care about our staff, which I'm really, really proud of. Some of you may have had in the past jobs or will have jobs in the future. We're on the way to work. You really don't want to go. You'd rather, hit a tree on the way, but this is not it. We want people to be really happy and feel good about this. In terms of recruiting, send us an email, just careers-pei@starport.ca. We're out there as well with job ads on all the major platforms, but just touch base and let us know what you're interested in. We have people from Holland College starting with not much. We have people starting who just have an affinity for technology but can't really show anything. We train them up, and we do internships, OGTs, summer positions where people work full-time and then go back to studies working part-time. And once they're done with their studies, they come back work full-time. So there's lots of opportunity here. That's it for me. Thanks so much for your time.